Gotta shout out my Grip Hack sponsor.
Mama said boys grow into men. My girl laughed, said they grow back again. She rolls her eyes at my busted up dreams. I'm still that kid in muddy blue jeans. Grease monkey racing lead, that's as close as I can get. Feeling like I used to feel. Wind in my face, no regret. Oh yeah, we ain't pros, we ain't on TV, but we burn that midnight gasoline. Grease monkey racing lead, that old kid in me still screams. Mikey likes to hide behind the scene. Billy bets beers on every machine. Me, I just wanna taste that climb. Hear my number call one more time. Grease monkey racing league, that's as close as I can get. Feeling like I used to feel. Heart on fire, hands all sweat. Hey, we ain't kids, but we drive like fools. Turning wrenches, breaking rules. Grease monkey racing league makes this grown man feel brand new. Now we're men who chase down hobbies, trying to lift somebody up. High five flying in the pit lane, passing that old glory cup. I don't need some shiny trophy, just the roar and all my friends. That's the way it always was, that's the way I win again. Grease monkey racing league, that's as close as I can get. Feeling like I did back then. Simple joy, no safety net. Whoa, we ain't boys, but we still play hard. Scars and stories in the yard. Grease monkey racing league, let's this old heart race and sing. Grease monkey racing league, screens glow, yeah. We light up the week, we can't spend all day in the car. So we spin this wheel from the couch like stars. You're the name on my window, the promise on my dash. Every lap that I run for you, I'm keeping you safe in the crash. Grease monkey racing league, hey, but you're my only real thing. Your number and body, I protect every turn, every wreck, every check. The flag I chase for you. Without you, I can't do this. What we call racing is us. All the noise, all the rush means nothing if I'm not racing for your love. Late night, same crew, new track, you text, I smile. Drift back, they see just a name on the side. I see the one that keeps me alive. You're the calm in the chaos, the hand on my heart. Every starlight I'm breathing you, you're my green light in the dark.
Ricky Allen as he sits in the truck and doing all the technical stuff that I do not know what to do with. Tonight, though, we have the Tuesday series with the late model stocks. A very fun division. We had them last week. It was a great race down to the wire with Trevor Vaden up front. He had teammate Nelson with him. He was up front, so whole Team 9 racing crew did a great job last week. But tonight we're here at the Thompson Motor Speedway, back up to my neck of the woods here in the Northeast. 60 green flag laps here tonight for the late model stocks, as this is definitely going to be an amazing showing. I mean, I believe it was 15
All right,
late,
gentlemen, as you stay wrapped up here,
15 late models
one
on
is
tap
that,
for
know,
tonight.
the
So
not going to stick it. So if you jam your car
so
up
this is
in there,
definitely going to be
you're going to wash up into the back on the outside. So don't
one
do that.
amazing show. I mean, they did a phenomenal job last week,
You can get him back the next lap.
and now we have a
Maybe
technical
2 laps, they
track
call it
with
off.
loose
Remember,
car
you got
and
60
just a
laps.
bunch of
50
other
laps,
stuff,
you
and
shouldn't be fighting against Scotch
I'm excited for tonight.
Unless you think you can't lose two
of-
moves.
Like we talked about this earlier in the year.
Spins means you know gotta go.
They were doing
You can't hold them off.
one of the
All right, guys,
races
thank you.
that
Stay
is
fun. We wanna thank
a
Duffy
prestigious event here
for
is
his
the Icebreaker.
asphalt.
That
Thank you,
was
sponsor tonight, and we appreciate all
beginning of
you
the
guys
year.
coming
We
up to
had
this, and,
the modifieds
hope,
here, and the
everybody
modifieds in
enjoys
real
the
life
race.
were at Thompson the Icebreaker. Another prestigious event though here is the World Series. It's called the World Series of Racing. It's their season finale, and it has just probably one of the longest lists of big name winners ever. I mean, even just the touring series alone that come here. I mean, you have the American Canadian Tour that comes here, and they bring 30 cars every week. Anytime they show up here for the World Series, the Pro All-Star Series, they bring in a ton of cars. One touring series though that comes here that is quite often, that is actually not quite often, but quite interesting. If you're not from up here in the Northeast, these are not weekly cars to you. It's the ISMA Super Modifieds, the big block modifieds we call them up here in the Northeast. They are 900 horsepower big block modifieds with 18-inch right rear tires. They have an F1 style, actually mix of an F1 and IndyCar style wing on top, where it lays flat on the straightaways to help with straightaway speed, and it pops up into the corners, acting like an air brake. Those cars around this track will reach speeds of around 160 to probably 165. And in some cases, if you're not paying attention to the car,
There's a car on the outside.
you'll hear
or not.
a random just thud sound. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a big block super modified entering the corner and actually lifting off the ground. They carry that much speed here at Thompson. And so that's one thing Thompson is known for and is very big with, is speed. These late models running almost 115 into the corner. I think it's like 110, 115 into the corner. So even these late models, these are stupid fast, and they have grip, but it only lasts so long. This track also likes to eat up the right front tire, which is another reason why lap counts from here to another track are completely different. That's why it's 60 here, but if we were to go to a track like Lanier, much smaller, doesn't really eat the tires as much, that'd probably be almost a 100 lapper, probably a 90 lapper at Lanier. But that's just something to, but that's also going to go in like the strategy is how much those tires wear. I mean, we talk about this every week, but tire wear is one of the biggest things. We've seen guys who start the race off really, really strong, can get up through the field to get to the front, lead a bunch of laps, but they can't hold on to it because they run out of tire. We've seen that a common thing here. We saw that at Richmond just last week with the late model stocks. Your race leader at the time, Trevor Vaden, I believe it was, ran out of tire and had teammate Everett Larson get around him, and Everett ended up going on to win the race. That just is just things to keep an eye out for. Is just that, and also when I say this with the tour mods, is fuel load. Fuel load will determine how heavy the car is and all this for just setup wise, and it's just very cool and interesting when I walk down the pits and I walk up and down, I get to see all that fun stuff. But we have 5 seconds left here for as there's the checkered flag.
I don't know what it's doing. I'm just gonna let him go.
And then it is now time for the stars and cars of the Grease Monkey Racing League, ready to go green for 60 green flag laps here at one of the biggest racetracks in the Northeast and one of the most prestigious races racetracks in the Northeast.
I don't know what you want me to do, buddy.
So this
Quiet, guys. It hasn't even started
is
yet.
gonna be a good one. But we're gonna wait a second here to let the cars roll out onto the speedway before we announce our starting lineup. But let's start it now. We're gonna go from the back.
You do that next practice.
We're gonna go from the back to the front, change it up a little bit, because why not change it up a little bit? We'll have some fun while you still can, and that's always just a good thing to do. But starting scratch on the field, the only Canadian driver in the field, the number 23, the Clumsy Cardboard sponsored ride. This is Patrick Dabrowski. Outside, start on the, I believe, this is row number 5. I don't know. I didn't pass second grade. I really can't count. But outside, I believe row number 5, the Georgia Feder Company sponsored number 6. My apologies. This is Zach Bates. To his inside, the only podium sponsored number 2 car. This is Jeremiah Surgeon. Next on the grid, on that high side, is the number 18, the same sponsor that was on that number 9 car. This is Sean Harrell. Inside Harrell, the number 02 car, the Scaled Dog Racing sponsored Cadillac CTS. This is Clint Walker. Next on the grid, it'll be the 112 Cody Troyer filling in for Dale Earnhardt Jr. And then on his inside, the Grizzlies sponsor number 70. This is Brock Rouse. Teammates to the number 70 car. This is the SRM Design sponsored 77 Chevy Camaro. This is Sean McLaughlin. At his inside, the J&S Sales and Services 68 car. This is Lucas Austin. Another car with the SRM Design sponsor, the number 60. This is Brandon Bargan. And at his inside, the Creative Counter sponsored 36 car. That's Lucas Sidney. And it's a front row walkout for these two teammates. The Nelson's Roofing, number 18, for Trevor Vaden. And your pole sitter tonight, number 9, the Nelson's Roofing, sponsored Chevy Camaro. This is Waylon Nelson II. As we get ready to go racing, green flags in the air, Illinois. Nice even start down the front straightaway. Teammates with a great start. Sydney now going to try and look high to see if he can get around a better way on the high side, as the bottom is not your preferred line down here. That's something different with this track. Is the outside groove is where you want to be, but they sit single file right now. Your first 4 cars as Waylon Nelson II. He'll lead lap number 1. 1 down, 59 to go for that 9 car. As you can see, the 18 car staying right there with him. Sydney as well staying right there with him. All just single file so far throughout the field. As you got teammates, I believe that was battling as they were. No, it wasn't teammates. It was the 60 and the 70. There's too many black and orange cars, but you see behind them, here comes Sargent to the bottom side of the 77. The 77 car gets a little sideways up out of corner number 2. As they continue to sit now, wheel to wheel through corners 3 and 4. Who will have the position at the line? As this is a close battle at the line. I believe it was the 77. No, it was not. It was the 2 car. Sargent had the line. But, ooh, big wobble for the 2 car. The 77 able to get the run on the high side as we continue to, as we now sit single file racing, which is a very common thing here at the Thompson Motor Speedway. Thompson Motorsports Park Speedway, a confusing full name here at Thompson, but you mostly just hear people say either the Thompson Motorsports Park or the Thompson Speedway. I prefer the Thompson Speedway because saying the full thing for some reason feels like a tongue twister. But we continue to sit single file. Teammates continue to lead, and then it's the Lucas and Lucas show behind them. Lucas Sidney 3rd, Austin 4th. As everybody, the full field single file. This is a beautiful camera angle, watching everybody barrel into turns 3 and 4, and a great camera angle coming out of everyone coming out of 4. But right now, this is, until we get to lap about probably 20 to go, you're really the kind of boring stage of the race. I mean, I say boring, but just look at this. You can't be bored while watching these cars barrel in at 110 into the corner, and then shoot around the corner, and then and then barrel around the straightaway. I mean, even in person, it's a beautiful sight to see. It's just, it's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words. Like what you're able to see when you come to the Thompson Motorsports Thompson Speedway. It's just, as we had one on around the back straightaway, but he keeps it going. He keeps it pointing the right direction. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. He was around on the back straightaway, but he kept it pointing the right direction. That was the 02 Clint Walker. You can see a little bit of damage on that right rear quarter panel. He was around on the back straightaway. And but he keeps it going. He keeps it pointing the right direction. We stay green. I caught that just barely out of the corner of my eye. I was looking, following the leaders. Says, ooh, Sidney just got wicked loose. Big slide for that number 36 car. But yeah, I was paying attention to the leaders, and I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Hey, there's a car down here. But Lucas Sidney, a newcomer to the Grease Monkey Racing League, as he has yet to make us, as he has never made a start with us before, and he's here at Thompson showing that he knows what he's doing here in the late model stocks, as he sits P3 as the battle goes behind them, as behind it Sidney right now, Brock Grouse trying to get around Lucas Austin, and behind those two is the 60 car trying to get around the 77, or the 77 getting around the 60, and he makes quick work of him down the back straightaway now. Everybody now back to single file racing. It's hard to pass here at Thompson. You really have to set up the pass. It's kind of the only way to do it here. As, I mean, you kind of have to hope you can get to the outside, or hope that they make a mistake on the outside to where you can stay with them on the bottom or something. Because it's just, oh, yellow flag is out. The first one of the night. I'm gonna try and figure out what. Oh, I found the cause of the caution here, as it was the 2 car Jeremiah Sargent, the only podium sponsored Ford Mustang, as you see, into 3. He comes through 4, and he just loses the rear end, and around he spins into the infield. And I mean, you can see. Look at the wheel work. He's fighting to keep this thing underneath him. And then, I mean, you can even see he's got some damage on that car. But he goes for the spin cycle on the front straightaway and into the grass. So, tough break for the 2 cars. He had a good starting position and everything. Luckily, no damage to the 2 car other than what he had on that right front. But we're gonna go but we go now look on the pit side of things. Jeremiah Sargent, the 2 car, he's down pit road. The 23 car, he's down pit road. The 02, he's down away. The 122 car, he's down and away. And yeah, you see the 23 car go there, and then here comes Sargent in that number 2 car. So, first caution of the night comes not as early as you'd expect here at the Thompson Speedway. Here it comes on lap number 12 for the late model stocks, which is, for the league side of things, that's exactly what you want. You do not want a caution fest. You do not want wrecks every other lap. But if you're a driver, there's times where you need that wreck. I know I've been in that situation before. Or say you're a fan at home watching and you don't like the single file action, you like the restarts and the anticipation of what could happen. Well, you have that now. You have that now as they cross over into columns of 2.
Does the leader get lane choice, or is it just iRacing?
The lights are off on the iRacing Ford Mustang pace car.
That's a good question. I'll research that for you.
As they sit 2 by 2 by 2. Still
here.
Teammates up front, and then a new team behind them. Lucas Austin, Lucas Sidney are teammates. As we get ready to go back racing, green flags in the air, we're back on the way. Nice even start through the whole field now. As still teammates sit the whole field still side by side. Who's going to have it down the back straightaway? It looks like Faden's going to have the run down the back straightaway. Austin trying to follow the 18 car through. Sidney going to get into his teammate. Around he goes.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Wow. As we look at the replay right now, you can see them go down to that straightaway into corner 3, and Sidney just gets into the 68 car, and everybody else nowhere to go. You can look once again. You see the 36 car just barely gets in the 68. Everybody checks up, but everybody nowhere to go for the rest of the field behind. As you can see, the 77 hard in the fence. Few cars able to check up and get out of it. The 68 car looks like he got out of that pretty well. And we heard over radio communications.
I don't know what happened behind me. All I know is it was crazy.
Yeah, we had, remember, all drivers have radio communications between each other, and we heard from the 12 cars, or not the 12, 36 car of Lucas Sidney, that he said he will take the penalty for that one. So tough break for the 12 car and the 36, as they were both sitting inside the top 5. And funny enough, since they're teammates, and Austin even said this over radio communication, he said this is going to be a long ride home.
Single file this time.
So it'll be a long ride home, as both of those boys, Northern Vermont guys, almost to the Canadian border. So
careful coming side by
from
side.
here to Vermont,
We can't go through
definitely
the wall coming up, bud.
definitely gonna be a long ride home for those two, as they got to ride in the truck together. They came in here with not a stacker, but just a trailer that can fit 2. Yeah, with just a trailer that can fit 2. But you can see some cars down pit road.
Tires are going to go away, fellas.
The 36 car was just down pit road. Saw that out of the corner of my eye.
You have all your tire. You only have 2 sets.
I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. They barreled off pit road as quickly as they could. You can see them join the tail end of the field. It was the 2 Lucas cars. But the new team to the Grease Monkey Racing League side of things, the SB team, that is what their official name is. We have a bunch of we've got a bunch of teams in here. Like I said, there's an Nasty North Racing of Sean McLaughlin, Bert Duffy, Brock Rouse, and there might be some more that I'm not 100% familiar with or sure. But here they come back into the restart zone. Green flags back in the air, and as they go down to the stripe, green is out. Everybody jockeying for position. Oh, big wreck.
Guys,
Big wreck up at the front of the field. What was that? Oh no, I found it here on the broadcast, or here on the replay side of things. Look at the 60. He fires off, and they go to 4th gear, misses the shift completely, and it jacks the field behind. Wow.
guys, what?
The big one happens at Thompson. we'll get one more look. He fires off into third gear fine, and then to go to fourth gear, misses the shift, and the whole field nowhere to go behind him.
Guys, what the heck?
Bunch of cars involved in that one. The 122 car involved, the 36 car, the 68, the 2, the 77, 19, the
Guys,
6.
what the heck?
Bunch of cars involved. You look at all the cars down pit road right now. The 19 down pit road, the 122, the 2 car, the 68. I believe we saw entering the pit road was the 77 McLaughlin. He was entering the pit road. We can be able to see it in the background here. All those cars down pit road. That looked like Sargent was down and away. He'll be able to rejoin the field now. You just saw the 68 car. He's down pit road. Yeah, came out of pit road. You can see all the cars still sitting there. As of right now, this has been a out of the big one. That was the big one especially. Yeah, but even that first wreck was kind of a big one. So it's so far been each wreck has been the big one, and that is not what we want here at the Thompson Speedway, especially with no room to hide here at Thompson. It is a single lane track.
Do if I have a black flag for passing before the start finish line.
So that's a single lane track, and once one wrecks or one makes a mistake, the rest of the field has to have the consequences of it.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna be something to keep an eye out as lights are down on the iRacing Ford Mustang pace car. We get ready to go back racing here as we still have 46 laps to go. As pace car pulls off, everybody goes to the top of the track to get the run down the straightaway. But now they go down to the stripe. Green is out. Nice start for your leader, Waylon Nelson. He gets a huge jump in the 9 car. Everybody now still sits single file as they go down the back straightaway. There's Lucas Sidney. He's going to get back in it. Sargent now, he's going to look underneath the 68 car. Sargent now couldn't get anything out of corner number 4. He'll file back in behind the 68 car, but he's able to get around the 19 just fine.
Do your mic again so I can see your name?
And you can see, you just saw 2 teammates.
I got it for no reason.
You saw you hear more 2 teammates. So right now it's teammates 1, 2. That's another pair of teammates that are 3rd and 4th. I believe it's another pair of teammates that are 5th and 6th. Nope, teammates. Nope. The 36's teammate is currently battling for position. Oh, there. Well, he got around the 19 or the 23 car. My apologies. That was the 23.
Done, correct?
The 68 car now on a mission to get back to the front end of this field. As you can see, he goes a little sideways. Here comes Sargent down to the bottom side. He'll go to the bottom through corner 1 and 2. Not the preferred lane here at the Thompson Motor Speedway, but he is definitely, door bang into the back straightaway. Some contact down the back straightaway. They continue to make contact. Sargent.
Only a lap 20, guys.
Jeremiah Sargent, his first time with the Grease Monkey Racing League. And he's starting to not make some friends here as he did not pass the 19 car the cleanest. And now he's going to go to work on the 6 car. As he comes Sargent a deep send. The 6 car way up the hill, got into the marbles, and just the car would not come back down the hill. He'll concede the position to the 2 car. And now he'll go set his sights on the 68 car, Lucas Austin. The 19 gets around the 6 even. That one mistake cost the 6 car 2 positions. Now you look here now. Sidney trying to gain on the 77 of McLaughlin. Then you see Brock Rouse trying to gain on the 2 teammates ahead of him. But up right now, Waylon Nelson the 2nd and Trevor Vaden. They continue to sit 1-2. They're looking to have a 1-2 lockout for this as well. As right now it's this and Modified that Team 9 Racing dominates week after week. They continue to dominate in. The one thing they can't do, they cannot dominate in, and they fall short to one man in particular, Andrew Turner in the 51 car. He, for some reason, has his street stock wound up, and he is able to put the whole Team 9 Racing crew at halt. and they try all their might. They cannot finish more than one car ahead of them each and every time. I mean, they did it 5 I mean, he wrecked at 5 Flags, but still was able to come back with a top 10 finish in the 51. I mean, and any weeks before that, he finished 3rd at New Smyrna, went to the back to the front a few times. He won at Langley, and still a top 10 at 5 Flags. So, I mean, that's just the one man that can hold the Team 9 racing crew at Holt. But in the late model stock side of things, the Team 9 racing crew has this field together as they sit bumper to bumper down the back straightaway as you go with the ride along of the 18 car. The in-car camera, a new camera to the Grease Monkey Racing League as we throw an in-car cam in some of the cars. So you can have a ride along POV, but you can see Trevor Vane, you can see his hands, you can see some of the wheel work. You can, yeah, you can't really see the pedals, so you can't see some of the footwork, but you can definitely see the wheel work that goes into this. As you just saw, you got a little sideways there out of corner number 4. And they continue, but he just continues to ride by his teammate as yellow flag will fly.
Yellow flag.
As we're gonna go look.
Yellow flag.
As we look for the yellow flag. Looking for it on the, well, found it once again on the back straightaway, and it looks to be a repeat of what had happened earlier. The 2 car through corners 3 and 4, and he goes around all by himself again on corner number 4. The 2 car is just not able to keep the rear end from coming out from underneath him, and he spins it once again. He's taking another look at it. He goes around for the spin cycle once again. So tough break for the 2 car. Because he has a fast car, he can get to the front of the field. He qualified well, but just tough break for him. Bunch of cars down pit road, the whole field down pit road. Tires, mandatory tires. I mean, I wouldn't say mandatory, but look who's down the way. Brock Rouse, Trevor Vaden, Waylon Nelson, Trevor Vaden got their 1-2 together. But look, Brock Rouse gained I believe 2 positions on that pit stop. Lucas Sidney out 4th. This is going to shake up your order entirely. So now your new leader goes to the 77 car of Sean McLaughlin. He will now be your leader. The 19 car will now go to his outside. They're on the older tires. So that might be something interesting. Sean Harrell goes outside pole. And then it's a 60 car of Brandon Guerin. So your top 3, as of right now, have not gone down pit road. They're still on the old tires. Then Waylon Nelson, Trevor Vaden, Brock Rouse, Lucas Sidney, Lucas Austin, and Patrick Dobrinsky, Zach Bates, Clint Walker, and Jeremiah Sargent, who's on pit road right now, all have new tires. Your top 3 do not. So that is going to be something to look out for here on this restart. Is will your leaders spin the tires? Will Waylon Nelson and Trevor Vaden, your 2 most dominant cars right now, will they be able to get past the 3 in front of them? We're going to find out in the restart as lights are off on the iRacing Ford Mustang pace car. And we go back into columns of 2. And we get ready to go let them loose for the remainder of this one, as laps already ticking away almost to the halfway point here. We will be pretty soon into the restart zone. Green flags in the air, we're in the way. Nice even start for your field. Looks like the 60 might have missed a shift again. That 60 car not happy as he continues to miss shifts on the restart. He has the shift in the 3rd, but he misses it in the 4th. 3 wide on the back straightaway. Austin up top, the 60 in the middle, and it's Vaden on the bottom. The 60 backs out of it, says, no thank you, I'm not dealing with that. But up the field, though, you just saw Waylon Nelson. He to the bottom side of the 19 car. He has the fresh tires. He can do this. And because he has the tires, he can get around this 19 on the bottom side, the unpreferred lane. And if he does, the 77 car is going to have to try and run away as quickly as he can. And Nelson just rockets around the bottom side. Brock Rouse now, he'll go try and follow him through on the bottom side. He'll go underneath the 19. You look, Trevor Vaden just gets around the 68 car. So just those two cars are down. The 19 car. Heavy contact into turns 3 and 4. And the 19 car takes a heavy hit on the into the outside wall. As we go look at the replay, take a look at this one as they go down the back straightaway. Brock Rouse underneath the 19, and Brock Rouse just looks like he got into him, and the 19 car goes for the spin cycle. Take another look at that. Go to a different camera, a little bit closer. You can see the 70 gets into the left rear of the 90 or the 19, and luckily the 19 able to lock it down before he makes contact.
70 EOL.
The 19 car able to lock it down before he makes contact with the outside wall.
Oh, sir.
Which is what you want. As what do we have here? What do we have over here? We didn't even see this part. Up here, past the wreck. The 60. Trying to avoid the wreck. He's on the apron. Oh, we had a whole mess in turn 3 up ahead of him. We had a whole mess up here. You can see these two wreck each other. Oh, Trevor Vaden. A heavy hit to the 70 of Brock Rouse. Look down the back straightaway into 3. Brock Rouse checks up. Vaden did not lift and sends the 70 around, and you can see behind them the 60 car. We'll go back once again so everyone can see. We'll go to the big camera, TV3. Everyone can see this. So we look with the 70 and the 19. They go for the spin cycle. They're around. The 18 did not lift into the 70. The 60 goes around trying to avoid it all. Wow, a big mess all throughout turns 3 and 4. That was definitely something. But the field is now crossed over back into columns of 2. And we heard it earlier from the big man upstairs. Brock Rouse gets the caution for spinning the 19 car. So now it's going to be the 77. He'll have a new challenger to his outside. So it'll be McLaughlin and Nelson. That'll be Austin and Sydney, 2 teammates right there. Trevor Vaden, I believe, sits P5.
Still have half a race yet.
As we get ready to go back racing. As we're also here at the halfway point. The cross flags are in the air at the same time. The green flag is waved. Green flag's back in the air. We're back in away. Good jump for the 77 car. He's going to try and do a deep send into turns 1 and 2 now. Try to hopefully keep the 9 car at bay. He's able to clear him on the back straightaway. The 9 car getting heavy pressure though from the 36 of Sydney.
I mean, I went right when it said green.
The 77 trying to run away. He's holding the 9 car at bay, which is allowing Lucas Sydney and the 36 car to get underneath him. Sydney now trying everything he can to get around the 9 car. As the 9 going to make a little bit of contact with the 77. As they both get a little sideways out of 2. They go barreling off into turns 3 and 4 now. Waylon Nelson just on those fresher tires. Just you can see how much of more of a run he has out of the corner. You can see that he has more grip, and that's definitely crucial. But then again, we know Sean McLaughlin, he is very good at saving tires until the end. And you can see that right now as he holds the 9 car at bay. But here he comes to the bottom side. Now look at Vaden. He'll go to the bottom side of the 23 car, but the 23 fighting back on the outside groove. He's going to fight back on the outside groove. He's got a stove front end as Trevor Vaden was not clear. They make contact out of 2. Well, nobody goes for the spin cycle. We stay green. But Trevor Vaden was not cleared on the front straight. They're not coming out of 2. Here comes the 9 car underneath the 77. Might have been some contact in the 1. But look at Sydney. He's ready to pounce as he's got to run down the back straightaway. Same with McLaughlin. He's got to run on the outside as well. Remember, the outside is where you want to be here at Thompson. The 9 just has nothing he can do. Look at Sydney now. Sydney also on the fresh tires of the 9 car. He's going to go to the top, trying to get around the 9 car. Sydney gets a little bit tight out of corner number 2, has to concede the position back to the 9 car, and the 9's going to have to go back to work on the 77. Just look at this single file, but great battling. As look who's behind Sydney. It's his teammate. Those two are going to work together to try and get around the 2 here. As Sydney, new to the Grease Monkey Racing League, his first showing, but he's showing that he can run up front with the big dogs. Lucas Sydney cracking under all the pressure that he has. He is not cracking at all. And the 77 car continues a big run down that front straightaway. The 9 car trying to get around on the bottom. He is chewing up his tires though. The 77 just made heavy contact with the crossover gate. That might have just killed the right front on his car.
Right there.
That might have killed the right front on the 77 car, and that might be the end of the 77. I know from past experience, hitting that crossover gate will kill your car. As you can see, it's a lot tighter now. And oh, more contact between the 9 and the 77. McLaughlin not going to be happy with it. And the 9 is going to dorm out of the way. And around goes the 77.
All right, man, caution it out. Caution it out.
That was hard racing as we going to go. That was hard racing throughout the entire time, but we'll look at the whole thing here. So through corners 1 and 2, he makes contact on the back straightaway. Great save by the 77 McLaughlin. The 9 now deep send into 1 or into 3, and he sends the 77 car for the spin cycle. And then sadly, you just saw right there, the 68 car, heavy contact, nowhere to go with the 77. So sucks for them too, as
9 ELO.
As we just heard it from the big man upstairs. The 9 car will go to the tail end of the field, which now means your race leader is the newcomer, the 36 of Lucas Sydney.
We're almost wrecking each other trying to keep it behind him.
The 20, we got 20
A lot of
to
good
go.
driving's been going on. Don't be
Well,
frustrated.
20 to go when we take the green. And look at this, Lucas
Have 20
Sydney
laps left.
is out up front. He is your leader, but he has arguably probably the biggest heavy hitter in the field, the 18 of Trevor Vaden behind on his outside. So this is going to be very
I feel
interesting.
like I'm your guys' spotter.
But look who also up front, the 23 car. His first time as well with the Grease Monkey Racing League. The Canadian Patrick Dobrinsky in the 23 car, he goes to P3. As of right now, it is a great night for the newcomers. As right now, one of them is leading the race, the other one sits 3rd. They are having a phenomenal night between the two of them.
Again,
And
I'm not trying to be
look at
any kind of way, but if you are on older tires, there's no sense in holding up all the faster guys.
like Brock Roush also having himself another phenomenal run. He had an amazing run. He had an amazing run at Richmond. He had a good run at Five Flags. He's had a good run pretty much everywhere.
All right, you guys got the new
We're going to get ready to go back racing, and these next 20 laps is where it's going to get interesting, folks. As they come back into the late restart zone. Green flags back in the air, back and away. A good jump for the 36 car of Sydney. He's going to try and get away from Trevor Vaden. But Vaden, he is probably the heaviest hitter in the whole field, and he is right there on the outside groove. Vaden rocket ships up to the point now, as he'll take the lead down the turns 3 and 4. Trevor Vaden, he'll come off the corner. He'll come to the lead. 19 to go for the 18.
I hit the marbles and that thing would not turn.
But Lucas Sydney not cracking under the pressure as he continues to sit there right behind the leader of Trevor Vaden, which just keeping up with Trevor Vaden alone is a phenomenal thing to do. It's harder than it looks with how fast and how much speed that 18 car has each and every week. But now to be able to maybe have even a shot at taking the win, I mean, that is something, especially for the newcomer. But look at the 9 car. As we're going to go 3 wide almost. Oof, close. But the 9 car of Waylon Nelson, he is trying to get to the front of the back to the front end of the field as quickly as he can. As he's now still got the 23 car, the Canadian, up on his outside, and he's not going away too easy. But the 9 car just has the muscle. As he comes down the front straightaway, he will move himself back into the 4th position. He's got Brock Rouse up the road, and behind them two, you just saw Lucas Austin going to work on, I believe, was the 19 car. As yes, it was. He gets around him, as now he's gonna go to work on the 23. Lucas Austin now, he'll gonna look to the bottom, see if he can have anything in the 1. He's got a deep dive into turns 1 and 2. Makes a little bit of contact with the 23 car. 23 up into the fence a little bit. Not on purpose from the 68 car. It looks like just hard racing with the no 23 car up in the marbles. Not where you want to be. He's going to lose a lot of positions.
Great save, 23.
4 positions lost from the 23 car. Austin does not care. He is trying to get to the front end of this field as quickly as he can, as laps are ticking away, as your leader continues to lead him down. In that 18 car, Trevor Vaden, as he comes to 13 to go. Lucas Sidney still sits 2nd.
Sorry,
It's
Sean.
Brock Rouse continues to sit 3rd, and 4th is Waylon Nelson, the 2nd, the 9 car. Keep an eye out on that 9 car as he continues to go from the back to the front over and over, and he does not care. He will do it as many times as he needs to win this race, as he is putting heavy pressure on that number 70 of Brock Rouse. They continue to battle behind, though, as the 60 trying to get around the 19. Sean McLaughlin's trying to get back to the front end of the field. Great racing all over the Thompson Speedway, as this is just absolutely phenomenal. Trevor Vaden, though, putting on another great showing tonight, and just showing what this 18 car has and what the Team 9 racing crew has. I mean, just Trevor Vaden is just probably the most dominant car out here tonight, but he'll come to 10 fingers in the air, 10 to go this time by for the 18 car of Trevor Vaden. It's fun. It's just amazing
10 to go.
to watch what this car can do. Is a big contact for the 3rd spot. There was some big contact between the 9
Watch contact.
between the 9 car and the 70. Almost sending the 70 car around, which would not be something the 9 car wants to do here in the closing laps of the race. Whew, I thought that was going to get hairy in a turn 1, but it might still here turns 2 as they continue to battle here for this 3rd spot. They are not saving anything for anybody else, and they are throwing everything they have at each other here for this 3rd spot, final podium spot. Waylon Nelson now, he was not clear, but he makes himself clear out of 2. He gets himself clear out of corner number 2. Brock Rouse now falls back to the 4th spot, and Waylon Nelson now has his sights set on the 36 car of Lucas Sidney. Sidney again,
Pass for 3rd was
again, just the newcomer putting on a great race and great showing for him and his entire team. I mean, the SB team, which is him in the 68 car. I mean, this is going to be a great finish for them. He's new to the league, so it's great for just him alone, but also for the team. And
my back tire's off.
so, I mean, a huge props to them.
All right,
But we come
5 to go.
5 fingers in the air to go. 5 to go for Trevor Vaden in the 18 car, the Nelson's Roofing Chevy Camaro, as he continues to put on another clinic. He had it taken away from him at Richmond from his teammate. This time, though, he's not going to have it be taken away from him, as his laps are ticking away. 4 to go this time by. Unless Lucas Sidney can find some rocket fuel in that 36 car, he cannot catch the 18 car. The 18 has been picture perfect, but he's going to have a lot of pressure from the 9 car behind him. That is definitely going to be something to keep an eye out for. Sidney up the hill a little bit. The 9 car getting closer to him every single lap. Not something you want to see. or at least for the 36 car, that's something that you don't want to see. But I mean, Trevor Vaden still pulling away. He'll come to 2 to go. Popsicle sticks in the air this time by 2 to go for Trevor Vaden. 2 laps remaining for that 18 car. Lucas Sidney trying to hang on. Hang on to the second spot. His first showing with us. The 9 car closing the gap quickly. The 9. He wants the Team 9 Racing's 1-2, but he's gonna have 1 lap left to go. 1 to go for Trevor Vaden. The 9 car. He's getting there. He might have it. Through corners 1 and 2. The 36 car looks a little tight, trying to get the run down the back straightaway. The 9 car gets sideways. Does he make a deep send into turns 3 and 4? Prize can't quite make it stick, but Trevor Vaden will win here at Thompson. Second will go to Lucas Sidney. Third,
Great.
Waylon Nelson. Fourth will go to Brock Rouse. And fifth will go to Lucas Austin in the 68 car.
Coming back to the front, baby. Come on.
Absolute phenomenal showing.
Very good racing up there. 1, 2, 3.
And you can see
Everybody
Trevor
else
Vaden, he's going to burn it down through the infield.
3 of you on the start line, please.
As you just saw there for a second, the 68 car went to the 36's door, his teammate, to congratulate him.
Go back to burn it down, Vaden, if you want.
But
after this.
Trevor Vaden burning it down here through the grass.
Congratulations, Trevor, once again.
But we'll be able to get a word with our finishers. I don't know about you guys, but that was probably, in my opinion, one of the best Thompson races I think I've ever seen. The late model stocks here always put on a good show, and the guys here tonight made sure of that, as they just, I don't even know what to say. Like, they just did a phenomenal job. I mean, just the entire time.
Everybody else was awesome, too.
The entire time, every lap was something new of a battle. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can't be happy with how the night went. It was just, you had great battles all throughout the field from first to last. You had the 9 car at the very end there go from the front to the back. I mean, I don't really know what more you can ask for. Like, the 9 car alone did it. But we're now gonna go ahead trackside, and we're gonna get a word with our 3rd place finisher, Waylon Nelson II, the 9 car. And Waylon, you had to go from the back to the front there at the end, but you end up making it happen. You come home P3 tonight. You led a bunch of laps early on. I thought you had this wrapped up, but the cautions came out, and the pit stops and everything, and you ended up finishing P3. But still a good finish tonight.
Yeah, definitely a good finish, man. I mean, realistically, not the finish we wanted. I thought we had it won, but just wasn't our night tonight. But huge shout out to Lucas Sidney, man, and to Trevor Vaden, man. They raced a clean race. And shout out to Brock, man. He raced me clean. He could have chopped my nose or anything like that or ran me down the track. But me and him raced side by side, and I ended up getting P3. But really shout out to those front two, man, because they ran an awesome race. Me and Lucas raced there for a few, and I mean, he had every opportunity to wreck me. I mean, it was, he could have spun me out at any moment. I mean, I was all over the place, man. But yeah, P3, man, not what we wanted to win, but I'll take it. It's a good points day.
You at least get to go home without a wrecked race car and a trophy. So in my opinion, that is an amazing night, especially here in Thompson, Connecticut. No, you guys are not from this area, so the trip home is definitely going to be worth it, especially with your teammate winning it. But anyone you'd like to thank down here?
Yeah, I just want to thank Trevor Vaden, man. He helped me out with the setup before the race, man. Kind of walked me through it because I got here late. And also the whole team of Team 9 Racing, man. Shout out to Carson, Jared, Connor, all those guys, Everett, Nelson Roofing, SP Tools, man. They come on the car every week. Megawatt Electric, they all come on the car and just help us get here, man. And, man, I can't thank them enough. And also you guys for doing what y'all do up here in the broadcast booth and and doing all the things that y'all do throughout the week, and obviously throughout the race days.
Congratulations to you.
Congrats on P2.
David,
Or P3,
David,
sorry.
yeah, there, Mikey. David, you got anything you'd like to say?
Oh yeah, man. We got the podcast. I know a couple of you guys out of here wanna be on it, man. Hey, the Red Flag podcast, man. We talk about a little bit of everything. Gotta love it over there, man. But hopefully I can have a couple of you guys on it, man, and we can all have a good laugh because it was pretty good last night. We're doing another one on Friday, so I can't wait to have one of you guys out there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
Well, I
bet
can
you can.
definitely.
I
I can.
today you can
I
remember
can.
my name, but that day, and I really like how you all. Oh, believe me, you guys left some meat on some bone over there. I'm going to look forward to the day I'm asked to go because I will defend what you guys have put on me, and also probably talk about somebody being like I mean, he looks like one of them Ewoks. He's got so much hair, but I mean, go ahead. Go
I
ahead,
know,
Doak.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
I'm
He's
not
gonna
mentioning.
love
I'm gonna
that.
do like you guys do. I'm gonna do like you guys do all through the podcast. I'm not mentioning names. I'm not talking about who they are, but they are. Everybody knows.
Oh,
But congrats on P3, bro.
thank you, man. I enjoy it, man. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations to you. I definitely would like to be on the podcast. So if I don't, I need to get in this.
Oh
I need to
boy.
get my name on the sheet. I got to get my name on this sheet. Someone just put my name down. I don't care who.
Oh
I need to
god.
get in this. But
We'll get your name on
congratulations.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds amazing. I
I'm
can't
curious
wait.
how fast I'll get in there, because boy, oh boy, do I have some talking to do.
Yeah, you're gonna be like episode like 34 when they finally remember you. They're just sitting there like, do you
They
really
better
want to
make
do this?
They better make it episode 34. So
They're
I
gonna be sitting
forget.
there.
It's my
They're
memory
just
they
like,
want to be broke, not theirs.
Oh man.
they'll be sitting there like, we really want to do this one? Do we have to?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
We got
Like,
no. That's
Look, Waylon,
that's
Waylon's
exactly
gonna
what
be
they're
look.
saying right now.
Waylon's
Exactly.
gonna look over at.
Do I have
Waylon's gonna
to?
look over at Trevor and be like, "You're sick that week, right?"
yeah.
Yeah, we can't do
there's
it that
a couple
week.
fellas in there that should be sick. A lot of, but there is a
Oh.
cousin, I believe. Great guy. He's funny. The podcast is funny because of how clean they talk about how they drive, and one of them got an EOL. I'm not mentioning any names. Not mentioning any names, but somebody got an EOL tonight out of that group, and they were just
Yeah.
clean guys. So I'm sure they're going to work on it, but I do appreciate the help and the consistency that they have improved every week. He was right about that. They are going the right way with that group that they have down there. That's true.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for another awesome
Yeah.
race, another awesome broadcast, man. And shoot, I'll be
Scoot.
here tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right,
Congratulations.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
Yep.
I'll expect an email or something. Let me know though.
Oh yeah, I
Love to be
will.
on there as soon as you can. And I mean, I can double it with that guy sitting right beside me.
Oh,
I
my
can't
own
remember
show.
his name,
Man,
guy.
I got my own show.
Kyle. I'm just making
He
fun
said
of
I
their
have my own
show.
show.
I want my
Oh,
own
okay.
episode. I'm gonna make it
Oh,
a
okay.
riot.
All
Want to
right.
talk about iRacing? Oh, dude, I got a whole lot to say about how the iRacing's. I'm not. Yeah, we'll save it for the broadcast. We'll save it for the. We'll save it for the podcast.
Oh yeah, we
Anyways,
got it.
congratulations to you and the whole Team 9 Racing crew, and hope you guys have a good, safe trip home.
All right, you too, man.
Good night.
Well, that was your third place finisher, Waylon Nelson the second. We're now gonna go see if we can catch a word with our second place finisher. As we move over to the second place finisher now, Lucas Sidney brings home the 36 car home P2. He, with his first start here in the Grease Monkey Racing League, had a phenomenal race. He had some mix up there at one point. You had to go to the back there. Your pit stop helped you a lot. You were up there for a little bit. You were the race leader, but you end up having the 18 car on the outside. Just tell us how it was out there.
I mean, yeah, it was a blast racing with these guys. That first little incident, I thought I was clear to go to the high side, but just tagged the 68. Apologize to him, but
Yeah, that's your teammate too, so that's gonna be a fun ride home.
Yeah.
That's your fun. That's gonna be a long ride home from here to Northern Vermont. So have fun with that one, buddy.
Well, I know where your winnings is going to go, fixing that car.
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know which one. I don't know which Lucas dinged their car up more. I think Austin did. He missed it. He
Oh.
was involved in a few wrecks. He stuffed the
Oh,
front end up a
gotcha.
little bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
But so, but yeah, phenomenal finish for you guys and the whole 3016, the whole SB team. But anyone you'd like to thank down here tonight?
KD Designs for the awesome paint scheme, Creative Counters, the Farmyard Store, GNS Sales and Service. My teammate for helping me a little bit.
Oh,
Um,
just say for helping. You didn't have to add that little bit. Uh-oh.
I think tomorrow morning, Lucas
Did
will be fired.
you go into the room where we set up for your crew that you guys bought? Did it work, or did you go to it for your communications?
A little bit. I was
All right,
a little
well,
scared to talk to him.
We'll lock that door for you, so that way you're just like the other teams with their rooms. So, but yeah, thanks for coming, and man, what an impressive driver! What a clean driver you were this first race. You really showed everybody that you belong where you're at, what you finished. But what an awesome drive for you, sir. Great first race.
Thank
Congrats
you,
on
and
P2.
thanks for the league.
Oh, no, not a problem. Anybody else you want to thank this evening? Again? Because you got a long list there. You want to try your buddy again, not add that other part? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry I'm giving you such a hard time. You did wonderful. Kyle, anything else from you that you want to give him grief about?
No, but I just phenomenal race from the 36 car and his whole team. Just
You want to be on his podcast too?
Well, he doesn't have a podcast. Only
What if he did?
Trevor and Waylon. If he does have a podcast, I'll gladly be on it. I'm an amazing member to be on a podcast. I'm amazing.
Okay.
Anyways,
good, yes. But
anyways, congratulations to you, Lucas, and the whole team. And we hope you guys have a safe trip home.
Yes.
Well, that was our second place finisher. Let's catch a word with our winner. We're gonna try and catch a word with the winner. He's currently covered in champagne right now, but he's out of the car. He can hear you. The 18, Trevor Maiden, wins here at Thompson. Trevor, I did not think you had that one. You had to go to the rear there for once, and then the pit stops and all that, just everything happening. And then you had to start in the outside groove, but it seemed like the inside was firing off better on the restarts, but you were able to do it on the outside on that restart, and you took it away from Lucas. So just tell us how it was.
Oh, well, it's never easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But, it's just, that was a tiring race, especially going to the back and coming back to the front. It was definitely interesting. They didn't make it any easier on me either, but we got back up there. Had a little mishap, got loose under somebody and went into the wall, and I apologize to whoever that was. I didn't catch who it was, but I apologize. And here at Team 9, if there's a common theme when you look at the top 3 for every race, not every race, but almost every race, there's one of us in it. So we're just keeping the trend going.
Well, you guys are doing a fantastic job. You and the whole Team 9 racing crew. I mean, you guys are consistent each and every week to be a threat to win week in and week out, and that's something you love to see from a team. I can definitely tell by you're covered in champagne and everybody standing behind you. Anyone you want to thank down here tonight?
Thank my parents first off because they put up with my BS every week. I want to thank Team 9, Waylon, for helping me out with all this stuff, and racing me clean every week too. That helps out a lot. And y'all for putting on a great broadcast, and David for putting on a great league, and Mikey. I'm having a blast doing this, and it's even more fun when you're winning. So
I bet.
Well, I couldn't have said that better myself. David, Mikey, you guys got anything to say?
Congrats on P1, and thanks for letting me use that new camera on your in-car camera there, bud.
no problem. Also, I did not make any friends this at the track because I tore up the grass. So
Oh, you're
good
gonna have
luck
to come
with
and
that.
replace that.
I am
You have to
not
pay the
doing that.
landscaper. There's a
Well,
$50
no,
Bowman
it's
Gray charge.
gonna have to be
$50
me,
Bowman
'cause
Gray charge. Well,
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna have to fix it themselves.
It's gonna have to be fixing it. I'm the only one that's up here, unless you want to do it, Mikey.
Now,
Oh well,
oh,
Nah,
I'll get
he's
the
paying the
mower.
landscaper. I'm not paying him. He's paying him.
I'm not.
hey, Trevor.
Huh.
I wanted to say something to you before I even thank you about the race tonight. But one night we talked about how racing-wise you weren't getting it done, and you was beating up and banging. And then that night you talked to me. You hit it like clicked for you, and you were in second place on actually to get up to first with just 8 incident points was miraculous. So thank you for all that you have kept up. You also had the best lap of the race. Lap 17 of yours, Trevor. So you had a car to be beat this evening. Thank you so much for how you do it, and congratulations on first.
Thank you.
Oh, that was Trevor Vaden. Also, Trevor, get me on that podcast.
I-
I need to get a part of that. I need to be on that one. I'm gonna keep mentioning it
Well-
every week until I'm on.
I'm
I'm gonna annoy the hell out of you guys.
Oh,
frequently
gosh.
on it, so
I'm just gonna show up in your trailer at this point.
What'd you
I'm gonna
say,
be sitting there
Trevor?
with-
I'm frequently on it. So
Are you? Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
well, I
You
was
better
on the
thank God
first
you
2
wasn't on this one.
episodes for a little bit, but
Yeah. You better thank God you wasn't on this one. You better just
well.
thank God for that.
y'all might have to save me a seat up here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm up here a lot.
Oh, Jesus. I knew we couldn't get up. Boy, oh, boy. Excuse me, you big head's in the way. Excuse me.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
So that's
But
why
no.
that's where all the left side weight came from.
You know, I love how he's not, he's just real modest. He doesn't talk about winning very
Yep.
much. He just sits there and just lets everybody else build themselves up, build him up, and he just sits there all quiet.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that's what we love to see from drivers and everything. But we want
They
to say
do
congratulations.
put that on my name rail for a reason, though.
I mean, there you go.
How many you got on there?
Huh?
What cars has got the winner stickers? How many you got on the? Is this the first one for this one?
No, maybe. No, it's well, I don't know, but
I know
I
he's
don't
got
know.
Got
one.
one and
He's
two of
got
put
them.
the ace on the name rail. So
Yeah.
he's right now one in the modified, one in the late model.
Mhm. Okay.
And
All right.
three.
just to throw this in here one more time. Who beat you at New Smyrna again?
Okay. Thank you,
won the last
Trevor.
stock race?
Now,
I had
see
to
why
get
you
that one
should have
there.
me on there
With
first on the
horsepower.
podcast. You see how you acted? That's why
Me
you
and
should have
Trevor are
me
gonna
on
start fighting on the podcast now.
Yeah,
No.
I'll try to get you a spot, big dog.
Thank you. I appreciate this. I appreciate that a lot. But
Oh, that's
that
cute.
was Trevor Vaden, your feature winner tonight, as he puts on a clinic once again
Yeah,
in that 18 car, the Team 9 racing car. The whole entire Team 9 racing, they just do a phenomenal job each and every week. So congratulations to them and their entire crew. But that is going to wrap up our features racing tonight at the Thompson Speedway. We can't thank you guys enough. Again, if you want to join the Grease Monkey Racing League, join the Discord, join the iRacing League through iRacing itself, or message David Stooks, Mikey Allen, or myself, Kyle Dumas. We are all happy to help and happy to get you in here. But that is going to be it until tomorrow when we go racing with the Wednesday Street Stock Series, as we go to a bit of a different track. We go to Lanier Speedway, which is very different from the Thompson Speedway. Small, tiny track, a little quarter mile. So that is going to be a very exciting race. Whether you're going to be able to be there to watch, be there to watch in the stands, you can bring a car down to race, or you watch here on the broadcast. It is always going to be a fun race when you got a little quarter mile and street stocks. But that is going to wrap up tonight's segment. As always, I am Kyle Dumas, the voice of the Grease Monkey Racing League. Alongside me, my partner in crime, David Stoops, and Mikey Allen, the guy in the back of the truck.
Does everything. Actually,
yeah, he does this everything. He does everything actually.
He is everything, guy. He does it all. Yeah, wonderful.
He's amazing.
Wonderful. Yeah.
But that's gonna wrap up tonight.
Does it all.
Yep, but that'll wrap up tonight's racing action. We hope to see you all tomorrow. And
oh, hey,
David,
I forgot to say something to you, Kyle. Did you
What was
know
that?
Mikey's actually putting together a T-shirt? He has a couple of pictures he's got for females and males. He's going to talk about that more later on. But his two ones that he wanted to use are really sharp. They're in that one package up there. You can see when you get it back over there to the office. All right.
Oh yeah, Could we
Okay.
decided not to combine the office and the booth into one? I don't know who did this, but whatever.
Thanks.
I like the office shirt more anyway. Anyways, we'll keep that on notice for later down the week. But that is all from us. I'm Kyle Dumas alongside with David Stoops, Mikey Allen to the truck, and we will see you all next time. Peace.
Next time, peace. Very good. Your throat didn't hurt or didn't cut you at all.
I'm glad that you're in. All of us at GMRL never got it. All those leagues felt the same. Empty trophies, forgot our names. But the drivers here built something lap by lap, turn by turn, side by side now. Feel the rubber burn. Grease Monkey Racing League, wanna thank you. Thanks for making it fun again. Thanks for partaking in this guiltless sin. Sitting in the sand, you ready to win. GMRL is glad you're here. Is glad that you're in. Real race feeling, heart rate under the lights. Clean race habits, giving room but ready to fight. We feel that hole where the joy used to be. Now when the green drops, you're right there with me. Grease Monkey Racing League, wanna thank you. Thanks for making it fun again. Thanks for partaking in this guiltless sin. Sitting in the sin, you ready to win. GMRL is glad you're here. Is glad that you're in. More seasons coming. Yeah, we're rolling on. From weeknight lobbies to our own marathon. This league we're running is more than a game. It's every first lap. Then you hear your name. Grease Monkey Racing League, wanna thank you. Thanks for making it just glad that you're in.